Allez, c'est parti pour la 2 qui a gagné tout à l'heure avec son numéro 945, Anthony Bourdon. Premier derrière cette le départ aux couleurs énormes.
Hello everybody. The 15 second race 1 was won by Anthony Bourdon on the 9:45 Luke Clout on the second. Bombiel on the 11 was in third place. This one is another 5 minute plus 1 lap race for the 250 riders. Gates about to drop now. Oh, somebody trying to go over on the far side there. Another not great start for the 11 of Calvin Bombier. Let's sneak up the inside through that first turn. Well, tell you what. Third in this one at the moment. Clout 4.
At the second now. Bourdon on the blue.
Yeah, Bourdon on the 9:45. Just as he was in race 1, but this time before the second lap. You know what? Clout is gunning for Bourdon here. Clout there in third, Bourdon in second. They put on a fantastic show. In race 1. The riders in second and third, and there you go. That move down the inside. Extra. Some later on in the race.
Yeah, that was impressive for sure, right? I mean, the guys up front, Clout's whoop skills are going to come through here, I think, shortly. But good job from Pietra.
They got the fucking feed running. An hour later, after Jet and Hunter already went,
He was expecting the payback there and just checked up.
Malcolm beat Cooper in the first moto.
I think the first one, Clout really, maybe if we wanted to push the issue, could have really slammed Bourdon there late in the race, but chose to lay up. There's a lot of races.
The dirt's really loose.
So many points ahead. These two have been the clear class of the field.
And actually, Luke Clout looking dangerous at the moment. He's gaining on Bourdon, despite losing a couple of right legs, getting caught behind Jules Pietra. He's definitely got the bit between his teeth this time, guys. What do you reckon, JT?
I think it's easy.
Jet fell on his face in the Super Pole.
It's just basically a role reversal here. You see Clout make a mistake there. I like some of Clout's lines, but at the same time, I talked about, you see he loses time. He's trying to race the racetrack at the 450. I think in certain areas he's trying to cut the corner short, trying to draw really tight corners. I don't know that necessarily works on the 250 on this track.
But also what you said, it's better to be the chaser than the leader, and that's what Bourdon did in the first race, and he was able to see the lines that Clout had. Now, more reversal, as you say, Clout able to see what he wasn't able to see in the first race because he didn't have time. He had, a lap to respond?
Yeah.
And he got past for the lead?
Yeah, I got that right. I like Clout. He's been racing all over the place, all that stuff, obviously. He's in Germany at Stuttgart.
250 class.
Now he's here in Paris.
Like JT.
Yeah, he's a modern JT for sure.
Nobody that we know.
Here he comes to get the
New nickname, Jason. Side by side as they hit the
Oof.
line. Clout looking for that move down the inside.
Done on 2 in the first one.
So Clout now.
Malcolm was really fast in the whoops earlier.
Sorry, a minute and a half to go, plus the lap.
Role reversal.
That found it, JT out of the sand. The 450s in the main, they were going double in, which I was like, what?
Did you see Mookie go 4 there? 4 single?
Yeah.
Right after that?
No, I missed that.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Okay.
That's the only person I've seen do it.
Yep.
Really cut that
And then
corner
Cooper went off the track right there after the whoops.
Yeah, right there.
And a lot of that, I think, is for Bob's muscle memory. He's been racing the 450 for a long time. For him to immediately switch back, all your, and a lot of this is instinctual. They're in the heat of the moment. If you think, okay, and you go to the outside, so you can just kind of see those fucking in his technique.
Yeah, a nice battle going on a little bit further down here. We've got Jake Cannon in fifth and Calvin Fonvier.
Malcolm could have a good year in the 450 this year. Spent the last year on the couch.
Giving the fans what they want. Most of them French, apart from Bonifacio, the Italian.
What's up?
Just taking a look out of the window here, and
Mr. Cool.
1.6 seconds with 30 seconds plus a lap as he enters the sand section just below our commentary position. The 27 here at Manzato under pressure from Bonifacio, who moves up into 7th.
So both the Lawrence guys have been on the ground Jet's been on the ground twice,
trying to take the other dude wide, and
and Hunter's been on the ground once.
Good job for Kalana Humphrey here on the start. Fourth, really good job by him. He's a rider that has a lot of fun out there. Travels, makes some money wherever he can, racing whatever he can. So
yeah, sixth in the race one.
Yeah, really good job.
Steve Mathis is commentating with Jason.
The next race here, Bourdon's going to be like, well, I liked it better when I was Predator, and Chloe will be like, I liked it better when I was Predator, and we'll see what happens, right? Because they are really evenly matched.
There's only one Predator, and he's in the SX1 category. Right, it's 27.
Well, you see Bourdon's closed the gap back down. I just wonder if he may be able to set up
JT.
a similar type path right at the very end. He's trying to close back up to the rear end of Cloud here.
Yeah. He has just moved past Cannon there just a moment ago to move into fourth. And yeah, Kalana Humphrey, the Brit on the start machine in red, lead rider in shot. Not a rider that, you know, most riders wouldn't be too familiar with. Great to have a Brit behind the gate as well, though, riding that start.
I didn't know he was a Brit.
Varg. I didn't realize there's a Varg in this one,
We had a
too.
winner who was Luke Quelp, but watch this battle across the finish line here for 5th and 6th.
Oh, I tell you what, Convier up the inside, takes another position. Hold on a second.
People, the media, everything else. I mean, I just literally had a conversation with Malcolm about how he's taking it easy.
Yeah, well, Malcolm is going to go 1-1 at the moment. That's going to be a score of 2, the lowest maximum score possible. Hunter Lawrence with his 2 plus 4 is going to give him 6. Jet Lawrence with a 3 and a where was he? 8th in race 1 is going to give him 11.
What's up?
In and around there. Webb, for instance.
Sorry, I had to go on the phone for a minute there.
Just for tonight.
Yeah.
Remember, all 6 races count. Lowest scores every single race.
And Bial's rebounded nicely. I mean, from a bad gate pick again, just like we talked about, right? He didn't have the smoothest qualifying today, but Bial's running strong in 5th. But this man here on the screen, he is on fire.
Yeah, white flag is out. So Malcolm Stewart now with 2.7 seconds over Hunter. Nervous look behind there as he gets held up by that marker. Wants to know exactly where Jet is. Well, Jet's about 5.8 seconds further back. So Jet just losing, or just 3 seconds behind.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen,
He's got Polk County, I think he said. He's got everything. Look how happy he is.
Yeah,
The tools is what all he cares about.
yeah. Hand luggage. Anything dangerous in your back? No. A couple of wrenches.
Trying to get me to write a story about Milwaukee to get him tools. I'm like, Malcolm, I can't do that.
Well, the last time we saw Husqvarna up at the sharp end in Paris was Jason Anderson back in 2018 when he was crowned king of Paris right here in what was then known as the U Arena.
Good memory.
It's the first Husqvarna victory and the only Husqvarna victory in the history of the event, dating back to 1984.
When you raced.
I was,
Yeah.
yeah, I was racing at some point.
Oh.
3 years old, first race. This was a nice pass down the inside. You wonder though, halfway down the straight, had Webb not lit up when he did, would he have had still anything in that turn? I think he was always going to.
Yeah, I just wonder if he had anywhere to go. Right, he may have been able to get there with him, but I'm not sure if he had any angle.
So yeah, so 2 races down and done in the books then for the SX1 crew.
Boy, I am.
Malcolm Stewart.
I am surprised. I mean, I listen. Never mind the conversation I had with him. Just coming in, if you told me, hey, Webb's not going to win and Lawrence brothers aren't going to win, it's going to be Malcolm Stewart, I would have been like, wait, what? So great work for Malcolm.
We've got a YCF race coming up here. Just
That's awesome, Malcolm. 2 in a row.
Oh, the world famous.
This is stupid.
Rob Herring's grandson, yeah, his 18-year-old grandson, who's here with him today. I saw them walking around earlier. Rob said to me, "What's Tom got to do to get on the handlebar race? Because he's been training." I said, "I don't know if they're already signed up, entered in advance, and everything else like that, or if they're just YCF employees. But they win a YCF mini bike."
Yep. This is great.
Buddy Michael Antonovich do this?
Yes, last year Michael Antonovich was in this race. It was fantastic. This year I was supposed to be in it with
Did he
Wilson Phillips.
he fell, didn't he?
Anton fell right away. Yeah. he didn't even make it down the first turn. But this is a fantastic idea. I've been asking the promoters at Feld to bring this back into America. This is used to be done in the 80s, and it disappeared, and now it's back. Absolutely love this. Watch these guys. I mean, they're athletes. They're pushing themselves.
Oh, you're going to see some falls as well. The YCF mascot, he cut the course. Don't count him. He's a lap down already.
Do you know if you were allowed to Tanya Harding someone with the handlebars?
No, you have to keep your hands on the bars,
Okay.
but Anton said elbows are thrown everywhere.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, he said it's really, really intense.
Here you go. Here's the finish
that's
line.
difficult.
There's the finish
Yeah.
line. Oh, three of them crashing. Oh, the dude on the right.
I think he's unconscious.
Congratulations, man.
He probably is.
I think he just headbutted that motorcycle.
Well, we'll soon find out, but yeah, he's absolutely done and dusted. Look, get really nice some oxygen. Oh, he's all right. He's sitting up. He can breathe.
I really want to do this. I think this would be a pinnacle of my life. Next year, maybe.
Yeah.
He did drop the gate on the Wiener Schnitzel race.
15 jours, ça va, 15 jours, c'est sportif, c'est 15 jours. Non, mais un minimum, je m'entretiens pour faire la moto.
Oh, yeah.
Pour faire la
Nice
moto, on
touch.
n'avait pas semaine ici. Est-ce que tu t'étais préparé à courir pour cette course ou pas? 15 jours,
It
peut-être
used to be a
pas,
whole lap.
j'étais pas si
Yeah. But they've done the half lap because obviously gone round the first turn, first through and up to the FMX.
I feel like it was longer before, for sure, but
On peut faire un maximum de bruit pour nos
we're gonna replay on
partenaires.
this. Look at the intensity. Look at the elbows. Look at the gentleman who are keeping both hands on the grips, which is what you're supposed to do.
No loss of traction on the mesh.
No.
Yeah, at that point there, you know you're going to get an elbow in the face if you're not
Il
careful.
repart. Avec-
So this was the run towards the finish line. Look, dude closest towards us, there, he's the guy they're giving the victory.
Oh, that mascot guy doesn't have handlebars. What a cheater.
Mike Huey or Dave Prater, anyone from Feld is watching this. This needs to come to
This is entertainment here.
This is bring this back. Absolutely. I'll sponsor it. I'll throw some money into it.
Who would you put in the YCF get up and go fancy dress? With
Oh,
the mascot.
that'd be Lewis.
Yeah?
Yeah, Lewis Phillips. He doesn't do anything for races anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this should come back to America. They also had the rolling of the tires. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, yes.
At halftime, you have to roll a tire.
Yeah.
You like the Toyota?
Here we go. Look, there is in the middle.
Oh my gosh.
Does he just-
Stupid handlebar race. Who wants to watch that? Let's get back to the racing, man. Got Malcolm up 2 for 2.
We've got Super Bowl, 4 riders coming up as well for 250. A repeat in the gate pick for race 2 and race 3 for the 250 guys.
Okay. Then we'll watch the main events tomorrow.
We're still on air, of course. Normally we've taken a break around about now for the handlebar race, but
JT, how do you feel about Club's gear? I tweeted about it earlier.
I don't like. I was taught if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna take that.
I missed that class, but he's been riding great. He looks excellent. I just don't know what's going on here.
Professionally, it's just the route I need.
Okay, sure.
is it just the colour?
And
It doesn't match the green.
The pattern doesn't match the green. It looks like Tiger King. Colin wants his gear back.
It's got you talking about it though.
Yeah, good point. I think it's Venom gear. It's called. But he's riding great. He's overlooking that.
Yeah.
So, let's go back way back to the SX2 time practice.
What's up, Sharina?
Shout out to Bud Racing, by the way. They had their 30th
Cool boy.
anniversary, party, I guess, last night here in Paris. They've had a team forever, French-based guys. They raced in America for a while. They've given a lot of riders a lot of jobs over the years. So Bud Racing, Cowie, doing it right over the years. It's cool that they had a little anniversary party. Our buddy David Billman went over there and showed up. So,
David
Earlier
Dillaman.
in the year as well at French GP, a lot of at ONA, they had a big thing going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great to have them here. Obviously, a massive part of the paddock.
For sure.
Quelques secondes.
It's Calvin Pombier.
Jules Piètre qui va être le premier à partir. Jules qui est en train d'échanger.
Steve, did you know that in this? So they're a part of the French SX Tour Championship right now. So Michael Hicks, American, not here. Even though he's not here, he gets points that he would have on an average basis. So he will score points tonight, even though he's not here.
Oh, okay.
Basically, at the final round, so there was only 1 point between Calvin Pombier and Michael Hicks coming into this penultimate round. Obviously, this is part of the French Championship with a couple of wild cards like Clout and Jake Cannon. But their next round is a week from now, their final round. And based on his season's average up to Paris, and probably based on what he gets next weekend as well, you have to take into consideration. I don't know, maybe that's a separate thing just because he gets those points on the night. Then Calvin Pompier may or may not be gaining ground in the championship. But based on, you know,
I've never heard of such a thing.
And why isn't his here? It's on Stark. He's doing
The
Stark.
clash. There's a clash.
with the event.
So they created it in the instance that there's a clash with another key event that rider is contracted for.
Okay, wow. I didn't know that she was there's some names that I don't recognize this year, so looks like there's a little bit of changing the guard.
Yeah.
Super Paul. Let's go, guys.
450 guys, being moved up in the 450 to 250 guys. So, but yeah, John Pietra, young kid, clearly.
Okay.
Montiel's a veteran, obviously Bourdon's a veteran.
Sight lap.
Definitely seen some new names.
Captain Cormier is no spring chicken now as well. He's been pretty much, he went from 125 in what, 15? So he's been 10 years on a 125 or a 250.
Oh, it's a long time to be in that class.
And we've seen it, from Sean on.
He sucks in the whoops, that's for sure.
French Supercross Championship really breeds great racing, great riders.
Malcolm was really fast tonight so far in the whoops. Really fast.
Here and it causes a little issue with some of the foreigners or wild card guys coming in, but what a series! It's produced great riders.
Great race.
Big OJ there.
Even during the summer.
Oof.
So they really hone in on Supercross skills.
That could have been not
I
good.
can imagine there's not a correlation to.
Had a weird scrubbing motion that he does. Oh no.
But this is the first score overall in the standings at the moment, I believe, for the Super Bowl for the 250 for their reaching of getting big for their last race.
Wow, that guy's sketchy.
So, John Pietra, 48.1. That is the time to beat. Who is the rider on track? Calvin Fonbiel.
He's got the strangest little scrubbing motion.
Ready to start his flying lap. He's down in that far rhythm at the moment, the Vial rhythm section.
Man, he needs to go to MTF. Get some Millsaps training.
Now. And here is Calvin Bombier on screen. So he starts his lap. The target at sector 1 at 25.382 is the time to beat, but 48.1 is the time. If you don't get good run early coming through that right turn into that womb section, it will punish you. And Calvin Bombier not as efficient as he could have been.
No.
What place is Michael Hicks getting in the Super
Both of these guys look awkward as hell.
Fifth.
Okay.
Just because he's not here tonight.
Okay.
Stark got penalized at the WSX last weekend
For being too quiet.
Yeah, that's not good. Too many killer KJ. What is KJ? Kilowatts.
All I know is from Back to the Future.
KW Mathis. Good grief, kilowatts.
I asked the Stark guys what it was all about. It was bizarre, but
Here's the end of the lap. It's going to be the 48.1, isn't it? No, it's not. Half a second down. Oh, and Henry landed there as well for
Yeah.
Calvin.
it's easy for me to say up here in the booth because I'm not a very good rider, but what you mentioned, Paul, on 250F, with these wolves and the size they are, you got to keep that momentum up and you got to come into them with some speed. Easy for me to say.
Yeah, that guy's going way too slow.
You stay up on top of those.
They do handle much better than a 450. I can tell you, if he was on a 450, he would be in big trouble.
Yeah, there's a lot going on at the rear end there when that thing starts to spin up and get out of control. Right, Bourdon.
That was a better run.
Yeah.
Clout is going to need to utilise his whoop speed massively if he's to go to the line first pick, which he was already on first pick anyway.
Well, that's definitely needs improvement. That thing is not fun right now for riders. They're struggling with lines. You can see some braking bumps are forming.
8/10 under.
Everybody's OJ in that jump right there. The dragon's back.
No.
Since the opening lap of the first race, so.
Yeah, and normally they do a lot of grooming when all that stuff is going on in the background inside the paddock, but not tonight.
Yeah,
It's just been a case of, just ride it as it is, boys.
Let's break up that
Run
speed
what you
roll
brung.
for Ross and Corey, how it's done. So, whoops, I like that move.
Final turn. This is going to be
Yeah,
provisionally.
for sure.
47.630, 4/10, almost 5/10. But a good lap for Pietra.
And we've seen Bourdon over race AMA Supercrosses here and there. I mean, he's another one of those guys that's just a solid veteran, like a Super Ross, right? Maybe just, knows what he's doing on a bike.
Just trying to stay very close.
Those whoops are all really uneven.
Edge of the top up there because you can get high enough up. Yeah, you might be dragging.
Yeah, Mathis is on there. That's cool. You can hear the sound.
A little bit shallower in terms of the drop zone.
JT is on there too.
Luke Cloud.
Tiger King.
Railed that turn nice, so that's a great set of whoops there. Good job, Luke.
Yeah, that might be the difference if he keeps the rest of that clean. Look how shiny the track is getting as they go back down the start straight.
I don't think I'm going to be able to stream Vancouver tonight because I'm going to go to Endurocross, but I'm going to stream that right from the
It
venue.
looks good here.
And 7 tenths up, look at that. On the intermediate.
Using that inside that he was able to utilize.
There's a couple feeds on Twitch, Fletcher, for this, but it's really blurry and it keeps timing out.
If he gives enough to Luke Cloud, that might give him a bit of an advantage. Look, 1.8 seconds. So that wasn't the best.
Then there's a YouTube feed,
He's now going to be waiting to see
Paris watch party or something, but they're not showing the screen.
maybe of the inside of the Australian, and might be some fun and games for the next race coming off start between those two.
Yeah, and I would expect Klopp to go very inside gate.
Yeah.
I think he'll want the inside advantage again.
What's up, honkers?
But
Do you do that, and he goes 2, and then he fits on the exit.
do you want to be leading the race? That's the question.
Well, the two guys that led races haven't won.
So Endurocross
€500 there from his boss.
is in Reno. I'll be streaming it live tonight,
Sorry, Stefan.
somewhere around 5:30 or 6. I don't think the show starts until 7. If you want to check back and see what that's all about.
Only 34
But
years.
Vancouver's going off. Eli's racing.
Anything to declare?
Oui, hein. Ils étaient chauds là, les Français derrière.
Fact check. Anyway, there's the revision. Cloud, Bourdon.
I think Vancouver's around 7 tonight. I'm not sure.
Their final race of the evening. We've got FMX coming up. That's also going to be best tricks in there for the 4 guys. And actually, you know what? There's a pretty trick coming up as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a video of it today in the afternoon.
It's not the showing that the Lawrence boys wanted today, that's for sure.
They've been doing backflips and all kinds of stuff. There's 2 riders in particular with 2 not unique tricks, but one that you don't see too often, and one that is probably not done often enough in the arena.
And our sources told us that the one guy that's doing the one big trick, people, that you're going to see here, he costs a lot of money because he can do this trick.
Yeah.
So, looking forward to that.
Yeah, they brought him in, and then of course they brought him in, but they've also had crashes in their warm-ups earlier today on that very special trick.
Yeah.
So how do you crash doing tricks like that and not hurt yourself?
Yeah. So, FMX guys, then they are going to be up next, and there'll be a little bit of animation stuff going on. The SX2
MXGP TV.
to 9 minutes plus a lap. The SX1 race 450 is going from 8 plus a lap to 13 minutes plus a lap.
It's kind of a ripoff. You have the annual subscription for $150, and then they still make you buy a $24 pass for Paris.
I mentioned earlier, nobody wants to do any quads, nobody wants to do anything special. Malcolm's really good in the whoops. So his starts have been on point. So yeah, Malcolm.
The website says it's included, but it's not.
I think there's some sort of pact about not doing any quads. So we don't have anything that separates anybody, and Malcolm's whoops are already great. To me, he's got that extra 5 minutes.
I think the key is just, is anybody really close late? Because if he keeps the gap the way he has been, I haven't even seen anybody close enough to even put pressure on him yet. So until that changes, nothing else will change.
Yeah. So the riders that we're looking for in the FMX then are going to be Julian Van Stippen, the Belgian rider, Monster Energy Yamaha, Rob Edelberg, the Australian, Rockstar Energy,
Let's go.
Andrew Lacondegui,
Say that 5 times fast.
André Lacondegui, then Nicolas Tixley.
Look at my feet. I have red shoes on.
But all the years,
In honor of Milwaukee Power Tools.
Yeah, I disagree. I think
Say there's 14 in a row for you?
14 or 15.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
incredible.
yeah. It's a lot. I'm honored.
But they're not the only 14 or 15 you've done. There was a
No.
break and you did a few before
Did a
that.
few there before that, did a couple of mechanics. So yeah, I would say I'm probably approaching 20 years of coming to Paris, Bercy, Lille. Always a good time. I'm fortunate that they've brought to bring me here and everything else. Super stoked to be here.
Well, Steve and I were here. I mentioned it once earlier, but we were here. Well, the old.
All right, one backflip. You've seen them all.
And Chad Reed have some harsh words after their run in. There's so much history that has come from this race.
Actually, yeah, Bercy was where there was a lot of intensity in that arena.
I mean, for a lot of fans that weren't really necessarily watching MXGP at the time, that race was the coming out party for Chad Reed.
Yeah.
For a lot of the world.
Was he wearing lipstick or orange? Eyeshadow, big eyelashes, or what was that? Oh, not that.
No, that was, what's that? The guy at American Idol's name that looks just like him. I used to
Adam
call him-
Lambert.
Adam Lambert. I used to call Chad Adam Lambert all the time. They look like that.
Yeah.
Very, very big fan of me calling him that.
Yeah. And he's just had that revisited.
Wow, they're making fun of Chad Reed looking like Adam Lambert.
DJ there, he kicked things off at opening ceremonies.
Adam Lambert's pretty gay.
These guys are
Chad is not gay at all.
Who Tom would you trust?
Oh, the guy with the mustache.
I've got a bit.
Is that a costume?
You-
I don't know, but
Is he like incognito?
I think he just finished tying a woman to train tracks.
He may be wanted by the law. Rob the train.
Yeah.
So, next year, Modern Carnegie.
Are these judges FMX experts? Do they have any sort of information?
From X Games? I have no idea. They're probably just armchair viewers. Right.
Wow, that was very whippy.
No ponytail.
Holy shit. Yeah, I think Chad Reed's gonna come back and race. He's been showing up at Loretta's.
It's always tripping out with a mustache like that. So I don't know.
Here's the racer man with the ponytail at this event, Michelle Monty.
Yeah.
I don't know, Mookie's won 2 in a row.
Yeah, he was.
Malcolm looked really, really fast in the whoops.
Was Michelle Monty correct?
And both the Lawrence brothers have been on the ground. Jet's been on the ground twice, and Hunter's been on the ground once.
Birthday was this week.
So I think you're gonna have to pick Malcolm.
You say Damari is here?
Samari,
He was on screen. Rob Perry?
Rob Perry,
Bale?
Michelle Bale, Jackie Vermont.
Yeah, Vermont's working with me out.
Yeah.
Okay.
At Mondo, which
No, they race tomorrow. It's a 2-day event, Paris, King of Paris. That's the title we're racing for. So yeah, they've already raced 2 motos, and they've done Super Pole, and then tomorrow will be the mains.
It's great to see all the ex-guys come out here. And
Jeremy was here early doing the live next door for the online stuff, for all the stuff behind the scenes, which before opening ceremonies, like all the other races, practice and time practice and stuff like that. So obviously DV12 was next door with French TV. So
Tonight is World Supercross, and that's gonna be Roxon and Eli.
You know, from 2 years and beyond. Used to call the train the choo-choo. You know, the choo-choo.
And that's in Canada.
But anyway, we got some big tricks. They're just warming up there, folks. And obviously we're just staying here because we're also keen to see what those special tricks are. We know what they are, but we'll see them.
we're warming up too.
Yeah.
Let's get some racing going on, man. I don't come for freestyle
In
ever.
terms of and the layout and everything else, obviously they change it up every year. Apart from maybe that first rhythm down the back coming out of the first turn. Looks
Yeah, there's a lot going on this weekend, Fletcher.
Mixed it up pretty good. Kept the big whoops. How's it riding in your opinion?
Yeah, I think it's
No
really
Deegan anywhere.
A little bigger than they've been in the
Deegan's
past.
home.
And it looks like there's more sand than they had in the past also, even though in a little short section, right? So, yeah, it's always a good track here. You know, since we moved into this stadium, the American teams and riders are like, hey, Paris is actually a really good testing ground for us. It's 40-some laps, 40-some laps, which is just a tad slower than what we have in America. Their jumps are big, the whoops are big, so we can actually do some sort of data testing, some sort of data gathering here in Paris. And you can't say that about other races.
And 2 days of it, you know what I mean? And you also get like, you know, best lap Super Bowl, you get the, you know, the intensity of the racing. Okay, yeah, you're still a couple of months out, you know, 6 weeks, 8 weeks out, whatever from A1, but
Yeah.
at the same time, you know, you're
Got that right.
But in terms of intel,
Yeah,
and
no.
setup and stuff like that, it's not a bad place to start, is it?
There's no
Because there's a training ground, the track that you
The
go
risk
over,
reward is
and
questionable.
then you come here with the intensity of the race, the heartbeat of the gate drop, and the adrenaline.
Yeah, for sure.
Racing.
Nothing like racing, and I think the teams and riders
What's
that
up,
have done this
Ethan?
race do value the feedback they get from this race, as opposed to even versing in really, really tight confines. Not a lot carried over to American Supercross, but since we moved into this arena, like I said, it has been something where I've heard people have been talking about how good
Wow,
it is for American.
that was very sporty.
What about you?
Yeah, did you see the YouTube
Yeah, man, that's
Big jump.
from Brian
Yeah, I mentioned
talking
before,
about
I
his
think
spider
it's
bite?
a
That's
great
why he
race
wasn't
to
in
see where
Buenos Aires.
And the timing
He
of
was
it
in the
is
hospital.
good because
Almost lost
if
his
this
leg.
race was late December, great. You may realize that you're pretty far behind, but you don't really have much time to do anything about it. And I've spoken to Cooper Webb about this in depth. And for Cooper, it's a few.
He's a pretty cool guy, but he's a little drama queen
He
too.
could be on the racetrack against Cooper Webb. He wants to do
I don't know, but he was partying out at Glamis
and he holds
the week
Jeff
before.
Lawrence in a high regard.
Not partying, you know what I
Out there
mean.
picking up habits, picking
He was
up
doing a
wants,
Can-Am photo
and-
shoot. That was a
So
good
I
video
think
too.
If you look at it through many different lenses. One, it's a great opportunity, make some money, put on a great show. But when you're thinking about the coming year, how can you take this race and learn something from it?
For
and make
sure.
it better in the following year. At least have some sort of idea of where you stand 2 months out.
Yeah.
I mean, Cooper Webb was much better last year than it was the year before. He even won the overall. I mean, he needed a little bit of help from Jet. But Cooper Webb was much
Yeah, that's a little sketchy. Imagine if he got on the airplane and to Argentina and then nobody could figure out what the fuck it was.
work on, like JT said, if you do really well, you can indeed carry it over and great confidence. And you two guys are racers at the highest level, so you can use it however you want. But either way, it's a positive. Getting out and getting gate drops is always good.
And obviously, there's been a little bit of action in city season. Some rider changes. Obviously, Eli Tomac, KTM, obviously Case Kawasaki, Anderson, Suzuki.
This is interesting of a year that we've had in a long time.
Yeah.
And
it's been the same in
XGP also.
We've allegedly got guys changing class, and we've got guys that we know moving.
Yeah, that's what I like about him.
I'm sure you will be doing your season preview podcast.
That's how I roll in house.
You know, and the run up to A1 and things like that, in terms of what you've seen on the test tracks in the off season and things like that. When we get closer to that.
yeah, it's fascinating. Like I said, and, seeing Hurleys and Geyser with new colors and new gear is going to be amazing. I just saw Automo moved up.
Yeah.
And Automo moved up. I was like, wait, what? And Kyle Wolf's up, of course. So that class is getting an infusion of kids into it at MXGP. It's a good guy trying to hold on, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look at her. She's very excited.
In America, Jason Anderson, like you mentioned, Eli Tomac. It is so fun to be a fan and a media guy in the sport right now on both sides of the ocean because there's a lot to talk about, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm old, I'm jaded, I've been doing this for so long. I don't get excited for much anymore. Not very retired, but this is interesting. This
Wow.
is really stoked for Supercross 2026.
That's really something else, man.
To me at home, like there's a fireplace with the wall of just like.
The only time I do that is when I'm crashing.
Friendship totem pole.
What it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Totem pole.
Yeah, totem pole. It's Canadian too. But no, yeah, absolutely. I'm stoked. Like, it's exciting, man, to see these changes.
What's up, David?
There's so much to debate and talk about, and of course, Jeff Lawrence is amazing. He's on pace to be. They didn't really try to roll up.
Can you do me a favor? You know when you have your
Oh, yeah.
your disagreements and your sort of
In all sizes.
Make it sound like you're not hating each other.
We tried.
Who was it today that you ran into? Somebody said?
I don't know the gentleman's name, but he was genuinely concerned that there was fisticuffs to be had, and I assured him that it wasn't.
The issue we have is JT was a racer for a long time and comes at it from a racer point of view.
Yeah.
And I was on mechanic on teams for a long time, and I come from like, hey, the riders.
I think this is a better view than last week on the TV. This is obviously on a computer.
We found common ground on a certain one this year.
Yeah.
We finally got there, and it was more me moving.
But you moving towards me.
100% it was.
Yeah.
Took me a while,
Right.
but I arrived.
What's up, Corky?
That's amazing.
But no, I mean, look, embrace debate. Sports talk radio is always fun. Having different opinions is always fun. Sometimes we do really legitimately probably take it too far, but for the most part, I think people enjoy the banter, right?
Yeah. Right, so just my mate Ashman to the GoPro. Shoot. Right.
Yeah, and that's a long, is that about 90 feet or so?
See the trick yet?
No, it's coming. They're warming up. Okay, they're warming up. And then we will take a break because we've got more mini bikes coming up. Looks like they're just following on from this. Right, there's Van Steppen. He's one of the guys that's following the trick.
I want to see somebody take some really inappropriate.
Next week's Australia, yeah?
You know who's not here? It's a staple. It's Taka. Taka's here every year.
That's going to be the whole gang.
Yeah, where's Taka?
I haven't seen him.
I know. I don't know what happened. Did his price soar?
Nickname Wanky.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
on his jersey and everything else. Yes.
I miss Taka.
Yeah.
And Torn Terrace. I wish Torn Terrace was still there. He's probably aged himself out.
I had it win.
Hayden fired up his channel
You did?
Yeah.
The beach
yesterday or the day before. He hadn't posted on it in a while, but he's put out a video the other day for his Halloween escapades.
It finally caught up with him. Yeah, E.T. at the Torrent
Maybe
Terrace.
that's still his budget.
Right. So, Julian Van Stippen then, he's getting ready to circulate. Not like Kerry Hart circulated for the whole of the X Games before he did the first backflip.
Illuminez-moi, Paris La Défense Arena, pour ce best
Tell you what, there's a lot of eyeballs on here, a lot of pressure. He knows what he's going to be doing here. Can't be a good feeling, you know? No.
And now that everyone's got their phones set, look.
Right.
I mean, actually, if you can see what we can see from the stadium, from our commentary position, the glowworms there in the crowd actually looks more impressive from our vantage point set back here than it does under lights there.
Le plus beau supercross du monde. C'est le plus beau show effectif.
So, yeah.
You know what I like to see? You know what? Once these guys pull off a big trick, all his other fellow competitors come over.
That's when they really.
Was the ground still wet? Yeah.
Supercross. They jet crosses the line.
That was a good rain yesterday.
Yeah, I'm sure. Chase's gonna come over and tackle him around.
High five. It's great. Best sportsmanship. I'd love to see it. Eli being like, yeah.
Hey, Jet in San Diego was pretty close.
True.
Was pretty close.
Yeah, Jet was excited. But yeah, I'd like to see that freestyle carry over to Supercross. The guys are so excited for each other. They support each other a lot.
Handlebar.
It also is an exhibition.
Yeah.
Is this a double, triple, quadruple backflip?
These cool tricks.
Yeah.
And
I'm just watching the freestyle at Paris right now. Oh, it's a front flip. Okay, we've seen those.
I thought he waited 2 days to get going,
And I have no idea how that's supposed to look, so.
I held my breath a little bit because I thought it was too long to get going.
Yeah.
Great job.
Worth the money?
About as clean as you could ask for.
That's off a normal ramp.
That's a great point, Paul. Nobody they got the kicker.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm talking about? They kicked it.
Yeah.
But he still jammed the front pick on takeoff. That's.
Won't catch me trying that one.
No, I'm not going to do that one either.
I've done a few of those in a race, inadvertently.
Right.
I've got a pick actually that they caught at the point that I'm on my head rolling over. So they didn't get all placed. Anyway, it's Van Stippen.
I think Seth did that when he was the deer. Or no, that was Albertine.
If you guys like emotos, I'm an Arctic leopard dealer.
Probably did many deer. Also,
I sell them way below
Horrific one on the
oh yeah, many.
retail, direct from the factory. XE Pro S Enduro or EXE 880.
Watch like the 97 or
Save you guys a couple $1,000.
We're telling near crashes.
Just message me.
See what Julian Van Stippen is about to. He's thinking about doing a backflip of some sort.
Double?
Yeah, right. Possibly.
Yeah.
Make it 3.
On the rocks.
Make it 3.
When did we talk 94 Destinations, Paul?
Whenever you want, Steve.
Oh, what a day.
Yeah.
I've watched that on YouTube probably 5 or 6 times, man.
Only 5?
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't win it like you, so.
I've still got the.
Were you
still
looking-
got, still got the shirt.
Were you looking for a 7th gear on that track?
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, that Bob was like that.
Yeah. That's good. Oh, here we go. Let's get right into it.
Former motocrosser Julian Van Sippen from Belgium. Here we go.
Oh yeah, it's 2 times.
It's good. 2. Nice.
That was pretty clean.
Crashed it in practice behind closed doors earlier today. Nails it perfectly here, Julian Van Stippen. But what a jump as well for Rob Handlebar for the front flip. And normally off of a ramp where the thing just locks and just chucks you over off the normal ramp. So obviously for fans in the arena here that have never seen anything like FMX, obviously already blown by the fact that they're doing big jumps, big whips and all the rest of it, but you know, watch this again here. Double flip. Remember the days when Pastrana tried those next games and the check shirt with all the body armor and everything else, and went about 100 feet high just to maybe, you know, get it done. These guys are a little bit more streamlined now.
It's the evolution, right?
Yeah.
It's absolutely.
Can't do it much more clean than he did.
Yeah.
Shout out Blue Crew for still making 2 strokes. Yeah, you know race bikes?
Couple more 25.
Oh yeah?
96 and 97, looking around you.
Yeah.
One minute.
I wish you had that KX500, big, massive, square
That was Dave Forbes. No, not that. Oh, no. 90, I ran a production. He ran the perimeter frame, but then the first GP was a multi-one, and then the standard of like just do races. So they came with a big tank, it was like a.
Okay, let's get back to the racing.
For 91, they revised the chassis and made a fuel tank that actually fit just like the Rogue One. Never Rogue One. Not I probably won't get no.
Okay.
But that was DT.
Tu nous as régalé. Paris La Défense Arena. Julien.
Yeah, I remember last.
The FMX guys are done. There'll probably be another train or two, I'm not sure. But anyway, we're going to take a quick break. We've got some mini bike action coming up on screen any moment now. And then we will be back a little bit later on. Not too far from now, actually, with the final 2 races of the evening.
That's
So
what
we've
we're
got,
here
little
for,
bit
the
of track
final
stuff,
2 races of the
animations
evening.
and things. Around about, if we're on time, I'm going to say which we're not, because
So we get to see one more go of the 450 and one more go of the 250.
So maybe around about 20 minutes, so 15. Keep your walkie-talkies on, keep your TVs on in the background there whilst you, I don't know, stay on the Terps and add ice.
Yeah, Lake Elsinore, Temecula.
A couple of lumps of sugar to your tea if it's first thing in the morning, wherever you are. But Steve Mathis, Paul from X, JT, Jason Thomas, Fly Racing for now. Thank you. We'll be back for the final 2 races, hopefully in not too far away time from now. So
What in the F is this?
Justement, s'affronter dans ce challenge. Flo, est-ce que tu veux bien...
I can't wait to see
Alors, je suis
Enduro Cross tonight. We're gonna go live in Reno. Watch Cody Webb kick everybody's ass.
Sur la scène là cette fois, on a Krigan, Herzogenrad, on a Yann Moret, on a Malin Salford.
Yeah, I used to race for GT in the BMX silk.
Charlie Mollard et on a juste ici une fille, Anna Solier.
Yep. Diamondback, Redline,
Allez, on va...
Stu Thompson,
Le départ.
Greg Hill.
Pour l'instant, le schéma c'est très simple. Alors ils vont évidemment pas faire toute la piste, mais ils partent pour 4 tours. Parlons un petit peu de la personne qui va donner le départ.
Ah, on a un invité. Hein.
I raced at Devonshire Downs every Wednesday night,
Thibaut Bénistan qui est là, qui vient de passer.
and my favorite bike was a Flowable Flyer.
C'est lui qui va donner le départ. Le champion d'Europe, et c'est parti pour la course scène. Là, on est en tête.
The WSX doesn't start for a few hours, but I'm gonna be at Enduro Cross. JC. I'll stream WSX next weekend. I might do a replay of WSX, we'll see. But I'm gonna try and stream the Reno Enduro Cross live from the event.
ils savent gérer. Hein. Ah, Liam Moret qui a été vice-champion d'Europe 65. Ah, attention, ça sait faire de la moto ici. Hein. Liam Moret, Lucas Bosch, champion d'Europe en 50 cm3. Il y a aussi Arthur Hano, vice-champion de France en 65. Regardez les trois. Ils mènent, ils s'amusent. Ils sont devant vous. Ce soir, faites un maximum de bruit. Ils sont en train de vivre un rêve. Maximum de bruit pour ces trois. Ça va être chaud. Qui va gagner?
Il n'y a pas assez de bruit, pas
Non, il n'y a pas de bruit.
Il faut les pousser, les petits.
Allez, c'est chaud, c'est chaud.
Oh yeah.
Numéro 3, qui est passé devant? C'est Arthur Hano qui est premier pour le moment. Lucas Boss qui gère et Liam Moret troisième. Ensuite quatrième.
Yeah, I started racing my kid
Full traction en arrière.
on the bicycle. He ended up getting #1 in Nevada.
Regardez, il lève le poids.
That was pretty
Il est
good.
troisième, il est tranquille. Il veut du bruit. Faites du bruit un petit peu pour Liam Moret. Je veux entendre pour Liam Moret. Faites du bruit. Il est chaud, il est chaud. Alors, on va rentrer. C'est terminé. On rentre pas du tout dans le dernier tour. C'est terminé. Ça y est. Il n'y a pas de drapeau à gagner, mais on indique que la course est finie. On a les trois premiers qui sont juste là. C'est Arthur Hano qui a remporté la course Senna. Ensuite, Lucas Boss.
Oh, come on, man. 10 more minutes of pain until we get to the racing.
Là pour le show, qui levait le point, il était troisième, il était tranquille. Liam, c'est un showman, déjà jeune, très jeune, mais très très fort. Les trois que vous voyez ici, c'est sûrement les trois que vous verrez peut-être, pourquoi pas ici au Supercross de Paris en 250 ou pourquoi pas en 450. Il y a encore un long trajet à faire, bien sûr, mais ils sont déjà très très chauds dès leur plus jeune âge. C'est les meilleurs petits. Attention à la petite chute. Alors, on va commencer, on fait quoi? Juste le premier. Allez, Arthur, t'as le sourire. Qu'est-ce que ça fait de gagner?
Yeah, I had a Flowable Flyer SE.
T'as l'habitude des podiums toi aussi, hein. Mais là, c'est au Supercross de Paris. Alors.
That was my cruiser, 24.
Je remercie mes proches qui m'ont aidé pour venir ici. Et voilà.
Est-ce que t'es content vraiment? Parce que j'ai pas l'impression que tu sois très émotif là. Est-ce que t'es content? Est-ce qu'on peut faire un maximum de bruit pour Arthur?
Au contraire,
Jet Lorex roule ici, les meilleurs pilotes du monde roulent ici. Toi t'es là, tu viens de gagner une course au Supercross de Paris. T'es content ou pas?
Oui, je suis content.
Félicitations en tout cas à toi et aux trois premiers, vous avez géré. Et attention, hein, retenez bien leur nom parce que ils sont petits mais ils sont très très chauds et ils vont avoir une longue carrière devant eux. Bravo les gars.
Bravo les petits loups. Juste un petit mot avant de se quitter sur justement c'est Dresden Senna. Je suis avec Joss Alphand que vous connaissez, qui est pilote et qui est papa aussi puisque Malone a pris le départ. C'est quoi ton point de vue en tant que parent sur cette Dresden?
I have no idea what she's saying. Sounds like a lot, though.
Pour les jeunes, et donc du coup, grâce à ça, les pilotes ils peuvent progresser, les jeunes pilotes, et puis tout en sécurité, donc c'est vraiment super parce qu'à notre époque, on aurait bien.
Oh, cool, man. Thanks. Appreciate it. I don't know what I'm doing with this channel, but I like streaming as long as they'll let me. I love motocross. 53 years of riding.
À l'âge de 3 ans, maintenant il en a 8. C'est incroyable. Merci beaucoup, Joss. Merci, Sedna. On peut les applaudir tous, les petits loulous qui ont pris le départ et qui nous ont régalés. Merci, les amis. Allez, on se retrouve avec JC, puisque la soirée est loin d'être terminée.
Someday I'll figure out how to get a better video feed going with a clearer picture or something. I'm not too worried about it right now. You guys can see it. I just heard my kid get back on his KX250.
Allez, on va se remettre.
We can ride right from our front door where we live, so we're pretty blessed.
Le motocross et le supercross français. Tom Dull, champion des États-Unis sur la côte Est. Romain Fèvre, champion du monde MX GP. Et on a la nouvelle génération du cross français qui nous a également fait une saison assez incroyable. On a un jeune français, Mathis Agulot. Il est là, Mathis, regardez. Vice-champion d'Europe, champion du monde 65 cm3. Mathis Agulot. Ah, c'est l'inverse. Vice-champion du monde et champion d'Europe, pardon Mathis. On a Enzo Herzogenrath, champion d'Europe 85 cm3. Chez les plus grands. On a un autre champion du monde cette fois-ci. Jamais ça n'était arrivé dans l'histoire du motocross français.
There's a lot of people in that stadium, man. That's pretty packed.
Ouais, du bruit, Paris La Défense Arena. Mano fort, il est là. Regardez Mano. Il est tout jeune. Vice-champion du monde. Vice-champion d'Europe. Champion du monde. 125 cm3.
2-day event.
Et bien sûr, regardez avec leur parrain. Alors, il est tout jeune, bien sûr. Mathis Valin. Première saison en mondial. Un podium à Loquette, top 10. Podium au motocross des nations. Mathis Valin. Allez. Rapidement, malgré tout, un petit mot.
Oh, yeah.
Alors Mathis, ça fait quoi d'être au Supercross de Paris?
It's a lifelong sport that no kid should go without. Off-roaders.
On te retrouve bientôt ici?
Oui, j'espère.
On enchaîne. Toi Enzo, qu'est-ce que t'en penses de l'ambiance?
I moved to where I live because I can leave my front door geared up and ready to rip. Thousands of miles of trails right at the base of the High Sierras.
Ça c'est une bonne nouvelle. Raph, comment ça se passe à
It's a single track heaven.
C'est vraiment incroyable, l'ambiance est top.
Got a lot of pro riders that came out of my city.
Mathis, t'es encore tout jeune.
Good riding.
T'as envie de rouler aussi au Supercross de Paris l'année prochaine? On sait que t'aimes ça le Supercross.
Ouais, j'adore ça, je me régale quand je viens ici, j'adore regarder ça et pourquoi pas être l'année prochaine.
Paris La Défense Arena, depuis le début de la soirée, vous avez fait un bruit de fou. Je veux que vous fassiez, mais une ovation de dingue pour nos champions du monde, nos champions d'Europe, de l'équipe de France de motocross, Enzo Zoganov, Manofort, Mathis Valin, Raffaello, Mathis Aguilo, Paris!
Man, look at that. They are packed in there. You don't get that many people showing up for arena cross in the USA. Okay, we're about 10 minutes away from the main events for today. Jet, not looking so good, eating some dirt twice.
Est-ce que vous voulez des cadeaux encore? C'est tout? Est-ce que vous voulez des cadeaux?
Cooper Webb looks pretty good.
Parce que notre partenaire,
Even though Malcolm passed him, he was just too fast, but still good starts and good finishes so far.
En gros, c'est un casque de cross haut de gamme porté par les meilleurs. On va faire la même chose que tout à l'heure. Je vais donner un top départ.
I don't know why they continue to think we need to see a chick commentator. It just
Vous allez faire un maximum de
not necessary.
2, 1, et c'est parti. Attention, on la lance. Allez. La poursuite ne s'arrêtera que là où il y a un maximum
La poussée. What?
Un gagnant qui va repartir ce soir avec un casque shine. Regardez les écrans. Plus de bruit, plus de bruit. Attention, on me dit en régie qu'on a trouvé un gagnant.
Yeah, I guess. I think the bikes are more interesting, but I hear ya.
Mais malheureusement, c'est pas vous les garçons, c'est la dame blonde qui est juste derrière. Madame, c'est vous. Oui, c'est toi.
Oh, look at her. She's so excited.
C'est toi, ma belle. On va venir te chercher et c'est toi qui vas repartir avec un casque Shoei. On peut l'applaudir très fort. En plus de ça, elle viendra ici sur la piste pour récupérer son casque. Allez, viens chercher tout le monde. Une petite entracte de 10 minutes, petite pause de 5 minutes, pardon, parce qu'on est un petit peu en retard. 5 minutes. On se retrouve juste après, justement, avec la gagnante du casque Shoei et vous allez voir qu'on va quelqu'un va lui remettre ce casque. À tout de suite.
Okay. Whew. Man, I'm exhausted listening to that. Okay. David, he's got some skills. Oh, okay. See if Malcolm busts out that quad again at the end of the whoops. That was pretty cool. That's what got him around Cooper Webb in the first race. Had some problems with the feed today. You had to buy an extra pass in order to stream this thing, even though I have the subscription. Was not happy. Shit, I'm running out of power. Let me get something going here. If I go down for a second, I'll be right back up. I gotta get another cord. Whoop. Sorry. See if we can save the day. And yep, we are good. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, well, I guess we just talk amongst ourselves for now. I didn't know that they're going to have Mathis on today commentating. That's kind of cool. I think he's pretty smart. I met him last year at the Reno Arena Cross race. We watched Freezy and Brees duke it out all night together. I'm gonna go grab a coffee. I'll be right back. Maybe they'll say something good. Where's everybody from? I'm in Nevada. Michigan. It's almost winter there.
Et toi à côté. Et on est allé chercher tout là-haut la gagnante du casque Shoei. Regardez, c'est Malcolm.
Comes Malcolm.
Qui va le lui remettre. Elle s'appelle Lilou. Si vous étiez avec nous tout à l'heure, ce qui s'est passé, c'était assez rigolo. I was just explaining the two guys, the story of the two guys. Il y avait deux mecs devant toi, ils pensaient que c'était eux, mais c'est toi, Lilou. Bravo, t'es contente?
Je suis ultra contente. Je suis vraiment désolée aux deux mecs qui étaient devant moi. Mais
toi, tu rides?
non, mais je vais m'y mettre, du coup.
Ouais? Ça te donne envie de passer ton permis? Bon, et ben voilà, t'as déjà le casque et tu vas te régaler. Merci beaucoup à Malcolm. Thank you so much, Malcolm, for being here. Merci à Lilou. On peut les applaudir très fort. Je vous rappelle que la galerie Shoei vous attend dans le 17e. C'est 22 de
Cool.
de la Grande
She got a
Allée.
sweaty helmet.
N'hésitez pas à y faire un tour. Vous pourrez y découvrir toute la gamme Shoei. Et évidemment,
Maybe she's got a kid she
avoir
could give it
tous
to.
les
That'd be cool.
nécessaires Si vous aussi vous cherchez un casque. Thank you, you guys. On peut les applaudir très fort. Thank you.
In the cage, we learned what power truly is. The silence before impact. The calm inside the storm. That instinct is what drives us. Because the speed of combat is bound by rules. The fight can be on the track. The same hunger to go faster, to go further, to push through further, and find freedom in motion, dirt, or canvas. It doesn't matter. The battle is inside. From the fighter to the writer, the instinct remains. Striving.
Hey, what's up, Texas? What is that thing? A Zuzu. It's an Zuzu pup.
Paris, une nouvelle ère est en marche. Forgée par la discipline, alimentée par la vaincre. Venom, leader mondial des équipements de sport de combat, arrive dans l'industrie du tout-terrain. Un seul état.
Yeah, I think it starts at
Et ne jamais s'arrêter.
4 o'clock Pacific time or 7. I don't know. I have to look.
Qui de mieux qu'une légende du motocross? Il est en train de venir vers vous. Il est français. Paris, un maximum de bruit pour Monsieur Gauthier Paulin. Du bruit, du bruit, oui.
Oh, this is like the dude from Venom.
The
big guy.
De t'accueillir et de t'avoir. Ce soir, c'est une soirée un petit peu spéciale puisque on connaît Venom, marque emblématique et leader dans les équipements de sport de combat, avec notamment leur présence sur la plus grande organisation MMA du monde, l'UFC. Et on est d'accord, toi Gauthier, tu ne vas pas changer de sport. Alors explique-nous un petit peu cette collab. Quel est ton rôle au sein de Venom?
So Cooper had the lead in the first race, and then Malcolm passed him with 2 laps to go in the whoops, and Cooper went off track, but he still finished. And then in the second race, Cooper was 4th, I believe. I'm a Cooper fan from day one, back in the amateurs, so I'd like to see him win, but with Malcolm doing so well tonight in the first 2 rounds, 1-1, and the Lawrence brothers being on the ground, I think Malcolm has a good chance.
Cette adrénaline qu'on a pour le sport motorisé, c'est ça mon but, et de continuer de le vivre le plus longtemps possible, grâce à vous et avec vous.
Gauthier, tu n'es pas venu tout seul puisque qui de mieux pour représenter la marque Venom que le Chief Development Officer de chez Venom, c'est Louis, car il est là, qui est en train de te chercher. Alors, Louis, incroyable, Venom est mondialement connu dans l'univers des sports de combat, et Venom qui débarque dans l'industrie du NX, c'est quoi vos motivations?
Aujourd'hui, comme tu le disais, on est leader mondial dans les sports de combat, et pour devenir la première...
I think Eli's gonna take the win tonight too, even though Roxon was so good last week. Eli's videos this past week at home looked really good, and Dungy, his mechanic, said it's the most powerful KTM package they've put out in a 450, specifically for Eli. Hey, what's up, Long Beach?
L'avenir est en marche pour Venom. Est-ce qu'on peut faire un maximum de bruit pour eux, s'il vous plaît?
Long Beach, the land of sublime and harbor surfboards. Yeah, I go to San Diego. Is my favorite place to go to Supercross.
Sur leur Instagram, vous allez pouvoir découvrir justement la gamme que Gauthier est en train de porter actuellement. Elle vient d'être mise en ligne et elle sera disponible à la vente uniquement à partir de juin 2026. Restez connectés sur les réseaux sociaux de la marque, de la marque Venom. Merci Venom d'avoir été avec nous aujourd'hui.
I like to watch couch surfing on YouTube with all the amateur events up and down the coast, Trestles and Long Beach, and I came from Malibu in 1989 to Tahoe, so I've been without the waves. No, I'm in Lake Tahoe, but originally, like I just said, from Malibu area, so I used to surf up and down the coast. I like San Diego because we can fly in, take an Uber to the stadium, and then go surfing in between. Go to Pacific Beach and Oceanside and stuff like that.
On a vu un excellent Calvin Fonguel qui est très bien placé également pour jouer le podium. Un Jules Pièce qui nous a fait plaisir en seconde manche. Bref, on va se mettre en mode. C'est maintenant les pilotes qui viennent de nous rejoindre.
I used to go to Seattle all the time for Supercross. That's a really fun event to go to also. That's easy to fly into. You just hop on the rail, take it downtown, then take the rail to the stadium. That's probably my ultimate favorite Supercross location.
Right here at the Alphonse Arena, about 5 miles out of the city of Paris, or certainly from the Eiffel Tower. We are still considered as the city of light.
Okay, SX2 and then the SX1.
And you see the SX2 race out on their sighting map. This one is going to be the longest race of the evening, of course. And after 2 this is going to be 9 minutes.
Oh, get it yourself? Oh.
Straight on from this is going to be the final SX1.
So I said, bring me your phone. No. I got my phone, guys.
And
Here,
it's
let me
going to
text
be
you while I'm
fascinating
standing next
to
to you.
see what happens between Luke Clout and Anthony Bourdon. Those two obviously vying for the overall. I believe Calvin Collier is in there for the podium shot, as well as maybe even Jules Pietro, who got the whole shot and came away with the third place finish in the last outing. So it's going to be interesting to see. But there is Luke Clout on the web racing kit. JT, if you were a betting man.
I've been to A1 a few times. I was a lot younger then. Not that that matters, but I just don't particularly enjoy the traffic and so forth down there. I like the easy in and outs.
I think Cloud can get it done. Double race distance.
I guess you could fly into Long Beach Airport, though. That's a bitchin' airport to go to A1
Either way, there'll be 1, 2 in some order.
or Santa Ana.
And if the Honda gets the jump, guess what? He's turning left before he goes right. And maybe Clout, I don't know too much about Luke Clout in terms of his starting prowess. He's had a decent start, but will he try and keep it clean, or is there going to be a tendency just drift wide?
For anybody that just signed on, I'm going to be going to Enduro Cross tonight in Reno. And I'm going to stream it live from the event. I know that WSX is on too, so
If you just watch him over his racing career,
I would watch that. I'm going to have to watch the replays, but if you guys want to check in, maybe in between races or something, and see what's going on in the Enduro Cross, you have Cody Webb, who's a superstar in that type of racing. Fun to watch.
All weekend, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. They tend to get smaller as the guys work on them more and all of that, and as they get older a little more. But man, they still look pretty treacherous to me. But they look clean.
That's going to be at around 7 p.m. Pacific.
I'll tell you what, if they would have let me, I would have been out there working on them between race 1 and race 2 myself, if I was racing.
Fly racing, the Monster Energy 15-second board up for the final time this evening. SX2 final race. Inside gates.
Cool.
2 Cloud with a good gate, and so too Jules Pietra, and both our guys who are vying for the top couple of positions there and around that 7th point through the first corner. Cloud rebounds well though, and re-emerges in 5th place. Bourdon 3 or 4 positions further back.
Great start by Cannon. He's literally shot out of there like a cannon. Yeah, I'll be here all weekend.
Good job. Jake Cannon leads them as they hit the line. Calvin Fournier second. Clout already up to third. Helena Humphrey on the start is in 4th. Julian Lebeau, Jules Pietra, Saad Suleimani, Anthony Bourdon buried in 8th place. It's a good job he's got a 9-minute race here this time around, because that 5 minutes wouldn't have been good enough to even get a sniff towards the front.
Yeah, and if certainly Klopp doesn't know where Bourdon is at the moment, but if he can get to the front and build any sort of gap right now, that may be too much to close down.
So Jake Cannon,
Impressive ride by Cannon before it started though. He just kind of got better and better. A little bit helped Klopp was in the second by Fournier, and so now this is his teammate in front of him. Which I mean,
You guys see this a lot better than last week?
That's Charlie Cannon's brother.
I think it looks like a better view from here than the TV.
yeah, somewhere that was and there you go, there was the pass. Round the outside, he made it happen as we just cut away. And Fournier looking for a way up the inside.
Oh, he almost went over the bars.
So hanging on to that second position.
Number 3 there.
I wonder if he can try and follow his teammate through a lap here, just to see online choice and things like that, just to try and break free from Calvin Fournier, because Clout definitely has more pace.
Well, Bourdon just got another spot in Sam.
Clout.
Up here, got into 5th right now, so this was starting right ahead of him. Start to see Clout.
Humphrey's pretty impressive here, sitting in 4th. I mean, we haven't really seen him have a lot of breakthrough rides racing. Yeah, super talented kid, does a lot of different disciplines of riding, but this has been pretty impressive from him.
Yeah, and here he is just under pressure from Bourdon through the woods. Bourdon looking to make a move.
Nice.
Moves into 4th place. Now he has daylight. And Calvin Fournier just ahead of him on the
All right, and we got the orange bands too. Sweet. You want to try them out?
Fournier gone through? Yeah, Fournier's found his way past Cannon. Or has he? Yes, he has. It's a second. on the number 11. Just lead Ryderick shot in the left-hander now. That's Cannon to the outside board, onto the inside over the stripe.
So this one should be 12 laps since it's today's main.
Of the Frenchman, Calvin Fondier.
And then tomorrow we get the big races.
But number 3, Jake Cannon. Yeah, like a cannon out of the start. And still hanging on in there in that third place at the moment. But it's his whoop speed that just let him down. But that might improve by the time we get to tomorrow. As you said, Steve Mathis, those whoops just get a little bit easier, a little bit smaller through the course of the weekend. There was the pass there.
They use a roller, an asphalt roller, for their whoops over there. I think that's how we should have it in the Supercross series in the US. Always. Then they're consistent and don't have so many injuries like we had in SMX this year in the whoops with them breaking down so bad. I know it's part of the sport to have the terrain changing, but at least with the whoops, if they were consistent, then we wouldn't have so many people crying about how many whoops, so we wouldn't be reduced to the 9. We could have however many they want. Kind of even out the field in that regard.
Not getting a lot of Supercross time as Gordon forces his way up the inside. To second place. So, well, should be a big concern with his 8th or 10th place start. Clearly not. Not really, right?
Got some time to make up here.
But fortunately for him now, first race and second race was 5 minutes plus a lap. That's exactly what he's got left. So he's got...
You got people like Justin Cooper who can't skim the webs if his life depended on it. The whoops. And then Roxon and Malcolm who treat him like the freeway.
So that's how it will look. Podium tonight. No Prince will be crowned until tomorrow after 2 days of racing, but Anthony Bourdon, the gap is 4 seconds, 4.1 seconds at the moment. The big man, what a fantastic ride for him. Not sure how long he's been in Europe and whether he's been going backwards and forwards or not, but certainly I think he goes to Australia a week from now.
Yeah, he's been back, yeah. I think he just came over for Stuttgart, came straight to Mercy, and he'll go back and finish the Australia Championship. I'll tell you what, though, this is so difficult here because he can hear the crowd cheering for Bernard. And I don't know if you can pick it up on the broadcast or not, but the crowd is really behind Bourdon here. Yeah. So to fight that off mentally, because everything's working in Bourdon's favor with that adrenaline and momentum and push forward, but continues to put in great lap time. So I like the mental fortitude that Claude has shown.
That one's first.
Yeah, still hovering around 4 seconds. So 3.5
Keep it in one spot.
plus a lap to go. Will it be a mistake or back markers that determines the outcome
We'll
of
start
this
working them
final
out.
race and the top step of the podium here on day 1 in Paris at the Paris-La Arena. Nanterre, about 5 miles north of the Eiffel Tower. Crowd definitely get behind Anthony Bourdon here. Break through that little section there. Sard Suleimani and Jules Pietra bar to bar here. And having a little bit of cat mouse. Pietra wins that battle as he moves to 6th.
If you guys ever want, I probably already said this, but if you guys ever want a fantastic deal on Arctic Leopard's electric e-motos, I'm a dealer for them and I sell them way below retail and ship it to you wherever you want. Save you at least $1,000, maybe $2,000 on some models. Just message me. They're all direct drive, 20 kilowatt. Some models are 39 kilowatt bike.
Sard Suleimani, short, stocky, you wouldn't want to mess with him in terms of the riders in this category, especially when you're Jules Pietra, who looks like a weight for...
I've got the XES Pro Enduro model with 2118s on it. Right now they retail $5,600 plus tax, and I've got them at $5,100 out the door.
French by way of Morocco.
By Morocco, he lives here.
That's my only commercial.
First of all, the clouds extending this lead to almost 5 seconds as they hit the line at the end of lap 8.
Oh.
Minute 40 to go, plus a lap. Still impressive this though from Jules Pietra.
Yeah, let's slip up, makes a big mistake. He's got this. He's got this.
Bourdon, though, you know you took one main event win passing him this week. Tomorrow's 3 more, right? Anything can happen, so Club can get a bad start like Bourdon did this main event. So I think if you're Anthony Bourdon, like, hey man, I you know, 1-2-2, close to him, and you know, you pack it up and wait for another day.
And the other thing as well, yeah, Paris is always 2 days of racing and intense racing as well, especially with those whoops thrown as big as they are. You know, it's like these guys will head to the hotel, still fueled with adrenaline. They'll eventually get to sleep probably around about 2 o'clock in the morning. Then they'll wake up.
Okay.
It's a day show tomorrow.
We're almost to the big boys.
European time here, rather than 7 o'clock in the evening. So we'll be all done and dusted around about 5:30 in the evening. And so obviously, yeah, they'll get a little bit of sleep. Then they're on track. There won't be a free practice. It'll be straight to time practice. There'll be a short window. Then we'll open the doors, and then we've got the program a little bit more revised and fine-tuned for day 2. It usually is.
Fuck, I don't almost get hated. Like, yeah, named himself by the end. JP, you would have hated these ones.
I hated all of them, Steve.
We'll stream this tomorrow, day 2, live. We'll have the whole event.
You know what, though, like, in that situation, it helps
Start to
be
finish.
taller. There's so much, right? When you get a little loose, the motorcycle doesn't put you out of position just because you have so much more clearance.
Yeah, they're getting now 5.3. I think Bourdon is. Well, actually, you know what? He was 2 seconds off pretty much in the time practice session as well. So I'm not sure if he just hit a wall after that first race and then that second race result and then into Super Bowl, and because he hasn't been the same. He was impressive coming through the field, but either Luke Cloud has just resolved it.
Yeah, I think Cloud's just cleaned it up a little bit. Honestly, do.
Because the gap now 6 seconds. But it's only day 1. He's going to be second overall. There'll be going to be a point separating them as they go into day 2. Luke Cloud is heading for the checkered flag.
Triple, double, triple. Not bad out of that sand corner, really, on a 250.
Rider down off the side of the track there.
Oh, that's Humphrey. Yeah, that's Humphrey.
Yeah, he's gone down out of 7th place. Maybe just came up short on that Milwaukee wall jump there. You come out of the left, you've got like the little step on. Very easy to make that mistake, but a couple of corners to go for Luke Cloud. And Luke Cloud takes his 2nd win of the night. He's gone 2-1-1 back to back in his race wins. He will lead after day 1. Bourdon 2nd, he'll be 2nd overall. And Calvin Fonvier will probably
Okay, let's get the trophy out, pat him on the ass, and get the 450s out there.
Your race finishes with Luke Cloud, Bourdon and Fonvier, Cannon 4, and Saad Suleimani 5th. Jules Pietro losing out the battle between him and Saad Suleimani. Mikael Lamarck will be 7th. Hugo Manzato, Andrea Bonifacio, Karl Ostermann of Germany, and then it will be Dorian Koch of France.
Nice to see the sportsmanship between the top 3 guys there. All happy
Well, yeah.
congratulating each other.
There you go.
We all love motorcycles. No sense in being a dick to each other.
Now they're chatting as well about making plans to go to dinner tonight and everything else.
It's got a burger truck waiting for us.
Well, Calvin's telling him about this crazy points thing that's going on, the average points and why I need to get 3rd.
And Hicks is still beating me
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah, came in a point up and he's like 2 points down somehow, based on averages.
Some days your best move is just stay home.
Yeah. Or travel. Transatlantic.
Okay, come on, here we go.
The win in race 3. And doing it in fine style as well.
Jake Cannon's pretty young.
7 laps down.
Maybe.
Cyril Elstner. Wow, could have stayed home. Was right on that one.
Before coming in. But Jet Cannon obviously riding for Bud Racing in MX 250 this year. Got a podium at Maxi Basin, I want to say. I think what is his first year learning tracks and the class and everything else. So anyway, Calvin Fonvier, Milwaukee hot shot. So nice little bit of hand luggage there to take back in the boot of the car, back in the van.
Just what you want, a nice screw gun after a moto. Here's your screw gun.
I wish that Roxon would have wore Kenny gear at some point. Yeah, it would have been great. One of my bigger regrets in the sport.
There was a clothing company called Wind back in the 90s.
Yep.
And I remember Joel Smith, I had this conversation with him recently. I said, the best title sponsor against the clothing company, Drop was the sponsor. and right above wind. And so every time he was on screen, drop wind.
Oh, nice.
And that would have been.
You guys probably had a good old time at that.
Yeah, Husaberg days, yeah.
Well, that's great. You ever run
Yes.
Wolfsport?
My new screw gun.
I didn't actually. No. You seem like a Wolfsport guy.
No, I was not a Wolfsport.
What is it?
SX1 coming up here.
Let's do it.
Final race today. We'll do the podiums, both podiums after the second or the final SX1 race, of course. But track holding up okay. Whoops were pretty good then. So with those whoops being prepped and a 250 race just going on, just double the distance, there would have been a little bit more mileage through there for the 450 guys. And again, Mookie, good start. Killing it through the whoops.
Absolutely, right? Good start and good speed and whoops, and then this perfect combination of what you need to take a win.
You know, just to be racing here in Paris, I'm so excited and so thankful for the opportunity, and yeah, to repay the team with a win, I'm super stoked. Yeah, tomorrow's another day. We wake up tomorrow, we forget tonight, and we try and do the same thing and get the Prince of Paris.
Well, you gotta. I think it's the King of Paris, but maybe Prince.
I've had plenty of mornings where I would like to have forgotten.
Oh, the Prince for 250 and the King for 450.
Or maybe you woke up and you automatically forgot the night before where you want to, man. That's actually how your previous verses ended.
I wasn't really a drinker in my racing days, but post racing, perhaps.
Perhaps.
One year you're in a bunch of plants. Got a lot of anger issue taken out on plants in the university lobby, hotel lobby. I don't know what happened, why some certain racers didn't like those plants, but it was late in the night and I kept thinking, who's going to pay for these plants?
Yeah. Who's going to replant them?
Yeah, poor plants. Yeah, SX1 guys on the parade lap right now. A few of them stopping in the whoops right now, looking at them, obviously with them being refreshed before that SX2. Want to see, which parts are now getting beat up, where they can go.
So Malcolm Stewart will go to the line. He's scored 2 points so far. Obviously, going 1-1. Hunter Lawrence will go to the line second, based on where he finished in the last race. Jet Lawrence third, Cooper Webb fourth, Tom Vial, Cedric Subares, Marshall Walton, Adrian Scoffier, and the rest of the riders.
That's about how they're going to finish.
How they line up, but big race for Mookie. Can he go 1-1-1?
Where did he go from?
Anybody got Jet for the win?
Right? So, okay, interesting.
He's been a little outside the whole time.
Yeah.
But his jumps have just been incredible.
Yeah, so I wonder.
3 over. So the XJ, Jet, Mookie, and then obviously Cooper Webb, Tom Vial, and the Sue.
Look how far down those start books are now.
They are ridiculous.
They're getting further and further every year, I think, on a circuit. I don't know.
170 millimeters.
Yeah.
About that is what Honda guys are running now.
Yeah, by the time they leave the circuit, they're going to basically be at the bottom.
Yeah.
Wow.
They've got tools now to help them crank.
Yeah.
170 mil.
Yeah, it's really neat. When Paul State, they didn't have anything like that.
No.
They were lucky to have.
Dude, we had kickstarts on 500s.
Yeah.
That's all we need to know.
Yeah.
Race 1.
So that's like 7 inches or something,
Hunter Lawrence,
basically.
Marshall Welton, Harrison was 6, Mitchell Harrison. Scoffier 7, Jet Lawrence was 8. Tom Vial was in 11th place. Race 2 was Malcolm Stewart, Hunter Lawrence, Jet Lawrence, Cooper Webb, Tom Vial, Cedric Subaras. And then this is race 3. And it goes from 8 minutes plus a lap to 13 minutes plus a lap. So perfect race distance for someone like Jet if he makes a bad start. And as I say, he's got other things going for him as well. With the
Monster Girl.
Bike with a few bits on it and whatever. Monster Energy 15-second board is up for the final time. Day 1 here in Paris. Who gets the Milwaukee hole shot? Malcolm Stewart got one. Cooper Webb got one, I believe, in the first race.
Here we go.
Gates drop. Here we go.
Oh, Jet out.
And Jetson.
And Malcolm under.
And he takes the Milwaukee hole shot as well. Stewart up the inside.
Webb circulated all the way back.
In turn 2.
5th.
And he goes so wide there, he got spooked in the turn. He had flashbacks of Tom Vial launching back inside of him.
Yeah, this is kind of what I mentioned before. Just his first lap. intensity just has not quite been there. And luckily for him, it hasn't really needed to be. But we'll see if anything changes with 13 minutes to work with.
You think that first main event just maybe took the wind out of Jet Sails, just all of it? Like,
yeah, maybe just took the edge
Well, yeah, he's a little crybaby when he doesn't win.
Oh, over jump there for Hunter as well.
Big OJs from Hunter back to back.
Yeah, so Mookie leads. Hunter Lawrence second. Jet Lawrence.
Oh no. Come on.
Third. Webb in fourth. He's now
Fucking Starlink.
Who's now in fifth place. Then Biat.
Race kind of reminds me of Australia last year for them, where just nothing seemed to kind of go.
Cooper.
Yeah.
Nothing smooth.
Fourth.
But Mookie.
Yeah, that doesn't take anything away from the ride that Malcolm's had.
Oh, Hunter almost lost it there.
Absolutely on fire tonight. Loves the whoops, getting on top of them better than anybody else. Okay, he's got like 0.8 of a second over Hunter Lawrence. But the race is still young, 11.5 minutes plus.
Jet's just idling right now.
Jet Lawrence potentially just getting warmed
These
up.
guys are cooked.
Brother Hunter on the number 96 Honda. Webb into fourth, but how far back is he? A couple seconds. There he is in red, closing in on the number 18. So this might be the best race of the night for Cooper Webb if he can maintain that kind of pace, guys.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's still early, you know, as far as this race goes. You see Jet misses the triple there. I not used to seeing sloppy Jet. It's really what it has been. Mistakes.
Yeah, I agree. JT's right. I think Jet looks like shit today.
Hunter second, Cooper Webb third.
Even though I just said he's idling. For Jet, we're seeing a lot of mistakes, I guess is what I'm saying.
Speaking of betting, you could have had a lot of money if you laid down some money on not sure on 1-1 tonight here in Paris. Incredible. Great work. You can see Jet right there. That's just not sharp at all, as JP was mentioning.
Yeah, you guys see him on a regular basis, so you.
I'd love to see Cooper get around him, man.
And you know, win 2 years ago, and obviously
He closes in those two turns.
Last year. You know, it's definitely a different Jet. I just wonder, he's had 2 crashes.
He loses 2 lengths there, though.
When he went down on that shoulder, and you know, okay, he tried to save it as long as possible, so maybe the impact wasn't that bad. But then, obviously, getting caught in that turn 2 incident with Tom Vial, which was completely a racing incident, you know, and a bad move on. Well, not bad move, it was an OJ, wasn't it, from Tom Vial in the end that just took them both out, or took Jet out. And you say, JT, you mentioned winning the sales for Jet.
Come on, we don't care about 5th place right now.
So you fight your way through, and you're already thinking, man, you know, yeah, it would be nice to win. Don't necessarily need the title.
Why are we obsessing on 85?
The overall event, you know, and to do that, you need to be up there fighting from the beginning. And 8th in race 1, and then, you know, 3rd in race 2 or whatever, and, you know, you're already chasing it now. And maybe we're just seeing a different Jet just trying to get through the weekend now. Who knows?
Well, and I think what he would be frustrated with is things just haven't gone smoothly. Then you finally get to start in race 3, and you immediately are pushed to 3rd.
That was a gnarly OJ.
Down again, right? It's just being sharp and executing when the opportunity arises, and that's normally what he thrives on. When opportunity arises, he takes absolute advantage of it and capitalizes. He has been the exact opposite of that so far this weekend.
Yeah, we mentioned it in the previous race where all of a sudden from out of nowhere he can find 2 seconds, and then that
Seems like Jet's losing the toe on Hunter just a little bit.
He doesn't have the elite pace, right? Like, he's not setting the quickest laps. It's just, you don't know if it's, you know, it's hard to analyze exactly what's going on in November, but maybe he hasn't been riding a lot. Maybe, you know, there could be a myriad of things, but this is not the same Jet Lawrence look that has won him multiple championships. I can promise you that.
Pulled 4/10 on Cooper that lap. Jet did, so he put together a little better lap.
But still, the
Ciao.
best.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
Absolutely.
And still 8 minutes to go. We've got to ride it down to the woods, a couple corners from where these guys are now, picking himself up.
Oh, that's Roman Pep. He's had a rough couple of mains here. Last on the second main, and now down to the hooks. So
Come on, Webb.
How this race can be a way to gauge yourself, and you just wonder, does, you know, Jet.
Oh.
There's Jet down.
Jet down on the entry.
A little limp.
For the number 18. shaking his head. Did he wash out?
He's gonna go home.
Because it's right at the beginning of the
He's all done.
That's a loss to lose the front, maybe to lose the rear. I mean, obviously lost traction no matter what.
Marshall Welton's down, getting up. Marshall's on had a nice great main event going there. He's 7th for a while, so.
Yeah, down to 9th.
Yeah, that looked like Jet pulled off.
Another couple of positions. Malcolm Stewart, though. Jet Lawrence had just set the fastest lap last time around as well, 45.3. And so maybe just starting to push. But we mentioned it every year, actually. The dirt here, when it starts to,
Come on, Cooper, now's your chance.
there's a little bit of moisture comes up overnight. There's sunlight gets
And I'm watching him down here off screen, speaking with his mechanic, and he did the prototypical lost the front end maneuver there coming out of the corner. So, what I was starting to say right before he crashed was that this race can be a gauge for a lot of things, and you just wonder for Jet, you know, with Johnny Mara, all the people in his program, his father, Darren, gonna be like, hey, we have some work to do. Like that wasn't the weekend we needed to have. So maybe it is a kind of wake up call focus wise going into the rest of the offseason.
How dangerous is that then for the competition, you know, moving forward? Because you know, an angry Jet, we've seen him lately when he's not happy with how things are going, and all of a sudden he turns it around like predictably. He's going to need a good heavy off season.
Yeah.
Really racing 7 days.
Yeah.
So nobody's just going to see how he can turn around there, or even if he maybe doesn't even line up if there's an issue with shoulder or anything else. But
Yeah, he could have got a hangnail or
We
something.
mentioned at the beginning of the day, didn't we, JT, in terms of who is the base?
Yeah, isn't it awesome?
Is it
Malcolm, man, what a great start for the off season.
with his skill set, first time out of the 450.
We'll see what happens tomorrow.
The rest maybe a little bit long in the tooth, and
But so far so good, and he looks fresh in the whoops.
Yeah, I mean, just think of, you know, caliber of racer.
He's also had a year basically to recover.
Champion.
So who knows how hard he's been working at home. Been watching a lot of fishing videos from him.
At this race period. So doesn't
Is that Hunter?
the other Lawrence.
Is that Hunter down?
It is.
So Hunter's upside down in the whoops. And
That helps Cooper.
Up there. He's taking a bit of a beating by the bike.
Oh, that's terrible.
See, this race, man, risk reward. Is it worth it?
Well, we haven't seen this in a while, maybe ever.
I mean, this is A1S 2025, right? Like,
Well, right now, but we have 200. Look at Lawrence's.
yeah. No, I'm just saying that this type of like what's going on type of.
That win that he got in Supercross, if that didn't bring a tear to your eye last year, there's something wrong with you. That was so awesome. And having James in the booth calling the race made it even better. I think he can have a good year. I like Malcolm. He's got a good heart.
That crash reminds me of Anaheim 2 2022. Huge whoops and kind of over the front type thing. Hate to see that.
Boy, watching VL and Super right now, I have a lot of respect for Cedric Superross. He gives these American ringers a lot of problems here every year.
Wow, both Lawrences in the dirt all night long.
He's ridden every bike brand and everything now, just about. And now he's on a Honda. I mean, I've seen the guy on 2 strokes here. I've seen him on 4 strokes.
It can happen fast too, man. Remember when Jet did his just one little poke to the ground and it was over in these little exhibition races, man. I just don't know if it's worth it.
When I left, he was doing all the winning.
Yeah, Norris getting some attention.
Yeah, Eric Bernard down there as well, having a quick ride with him, and yeah. But look at this though for Malcolm Stewart. Stayed out of trouble, got to the front early by races prior to this one. He's done the same in race 3, and the head of the course there, as it says on screen.
3.5 minutes to go, 12-second lead from Malcolm Stewart over Cooper Webb.
A little bit of help.
Yeah, a little bit of help with that, but boy, how it turns the table here.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Turns of table. I think it's to have the tables turned, but whatever, Mathis. Jet's out. Yep.
Yeah, wow.
Jet crashed in Superpole, and in the Moto, Vial landed on Jet after that, and now he just wadded himself up. He pulled a Sexton in the corner and flipped the front end.
He's been pretty much meticulous. He's been inch perfect all night.
And Hunter, he's on the ground.
Looking like he's on a training run, sort of mid-season training run where everything is just clicking like clock, you know?
I haven't seen him put a foot wrong.
Like I said earlier, 6th time on the bike since SMX. Banged up. Told me he was just happy to clear, put some laps in, reevaluate. Nothing he told me led me to believe that we would be seeing this at all on Malcolm Stewart. So I was very impressed. Already sort of thought of my narrative about his race this weekend and where I was going to go with it. But I got to change that. I got to write everything. I rip up my story and write again because this guy's rewriting the story tonight.
James Stewart won in 2008, Bercy on a Yamaha.
What a great night for the Stewart camp. Big James is probably
in race 3.
JB forget leaves that part
He
out.
does.
really proud.
But I was there. I was racing.
So just under 2 minutes plus a lap to go. Cooper Webb is eyeing up the 2nd place.
That was the year of the, hey, we're going to invert.
It's a good spot for going into tomorrow's race.
Not if I'm involved.
We have 15 riders.
Deegan doesn't show up until Australia
10 riders on the track right now.
on WSX. This is the King of Paris 2-day event. Stephen.
Circulating at the moment. Been an expensive day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know why they just said that Malcolm
Tomorrow, but Cooper Webb there.
Still want to see a replay of 100.
got a little help to get the gap over Cooper. I don't think he got any help at all. He got a great fucking start and ripped it, and he stayed on 2 wheels.
Just wondering whether that being a replay in the highlights.
Jet or Hunter's crash did not affect Malcolm or Webb.
We finished on Gigi down there. Giacomo Garibaldi will be having kittens, won't he? Top 3 finish.
Totally.
Having kittens.
Yeah.
Don't take anything away from Malcolm, man. This is a great ride.
Overly impressive Tony the other night, but also here he is. He's doing okay. First ride on a 450 in Supercross. So
In a binary night.
just like we saw Hayden Deegan's debut last week. He got a 3rd overall. Lots of debate about that, but 3rd is 3rd. And he's standing on the podium. And I think there's something to be said for that.
Yeah. So Malcolm Stewart then time has ticked up.
Yeah, that's possible, Carson, but so far HRC has had the best suspension package in the last 2 years, hands down. Just look at Shimoda. Everybody's just killing it. I don't know why
And I'm sure Coop's backed it off. No
they would make a big change coming in here, although this dirt is a little wonky.
From what we had in the first race, where it was action through the first couple of corners, this last race has
People
been,
were complaining about it yesterday.
in terms of that excitement and that anticipation and the
Yeah, you bet, man. Tonight I'm going to stream Endurocross live from Reno. I'll be on site. And then I might replay the WSX event with Eli and Roxon tonight. But for sure, tomorrow I'll be streaming day 2 Paris.
22 seconds.
This is the last race of the day, Moto X.
So sharp still.
All Mookie. 3 for 3. First place.
Good first race. Can he hold it together for a second one? Yes. Will this double distance in the final race almost kind of catch him out? The answer has been no.
Yeah, baby. That's sick.
As he leads going into day 2.
Wow. Yep. Stu, 111.
Take a brave man to bet against him, doing something similar to come away as the
Webb, respectable.
Just Cooper Webb, right? That's all it stands between Malcolm and getting King of Paris. Does Malcolm have one or no? No, he doesn't. So he's going for his first one. He's a veteran of this race. But just really right now, for how it's going, Cooper Webb and him will be battling for this king tomorrow.
Yes.
So Cooper Webb crossed the line second. We wait for Tom Bial. Here he is. The French fans will have enjoyed that as well. Top 3 finish for
Awesome.
But Cedric Subarat and Mitchell Harrison, who's already over the line, they will round out.
So Jet pulled a Chase Sexton in the Super Pole and washed out the front end. And then he got landed on by Vial in the next moto and finished like 7th or something like that. And then just now he did another Chase Sexton in this final round and ended up on the dirt going into the whoops. And Hunter, they didn't show it, but it looks like he got underneath his bike somehow in the whoops and was not quick to get up. The Lawrence brothers were licking dirt tonight.
So, Yeah, Malcolm lapped up to 5th. He lapped 5th place. Mitchell Harrison in that race. That's pretty good. Pretty.
Look at that gap that Malcolm got.
Right now that have any idea what
Mathis just said he lapped up to 5th.
0.01%. It is a great reference.
He's in my phone. His MX culture.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Smile says it all.
And dude, he's gonna get more Milwaukee tools if he keeps this up. That'll make him
Dude, he'll be buying shares in Milwaukee if he keeps this up.
Absolutely.
With these kind of paydays tonight.
Cooper Webb looking, I don't know, not happy, but you know, I guess anytime you get beat that much, oh, okay.
Just having a big debrief with
Peanut, his mechanic.
Yeah, Cooper's got that look, man. Oh, yeah. He says, I'll see you tomorrow, Malcolm.
just kind of relive. Mookie's just got there on the finish.
He's all, enjoy that, buddy. I'll be back.
Feel a lot better after the race when you win.
I think they both should be proud of that, really.
Speak for Coop, but having spoken
Cooper's second moto wasn't that great, but
believes that when riders like Jet or Hunter or the protagonists are out or make mistakes, he should capitalize and get the win. We got them at Tampa went out and got his first win. Cooper's like, I have to.
Yep, Jet has got the Chase Sexton disease tonight.
Sexton had crashed out. Jet was hurt. Hunter crashed out. And so that's probably that look is.
I totally agree, Moto X, man. He's had a year to recover. He took his time. He could have come back. He said, never mind. I'm not ready. I'm going to keep working on it. And he's ripe. He's mature. He's got a good bike. He's obviously got good training. Looks good. Those whoop speeds, man. That's a special talent all by itself.
Yeah, but I mean, even Coop wins. If Coop wins, how is that?
Oh, here's Jet whining about his front end.
Yeah, motion Jet was giving his father there. Well, he was.
I think, as I said, set the fastest lap prior to going down.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's basically.
And my feed keeps going in and out. I don't know what that means.
As a rest of the world rider, because we have America, France, and then the rest of the world, of course, the rest of the world riders being the Lawrence brothers and Paul Harbourland of Germany. And yeah, there Milwaukee whole shot for the number 18. Best start.
This is motocross.
Came out of turn 2.
I love it all. Love them all.
That's Lipton going into the next left. Hunter moved up the inside into second. And he was always playing catch up from there. And then some of that is then having to up the pace if you want to go and chase the win.
Yeah, look, we're talking about his crashing out, but don't forget, before that, he really was stuck in third. He wasn't moving forward, as you just mentioned, Paul.
I like to see good people, good riders have success. That is my bias.
Would you bet?
I would bet he did. I would bet he probably our last Steve.
This year's Supercross Series is going to have 2 previous champions on the gate every week. That's amazing. And I've been around Supercross since the day it started. I don't think we've ever had that in history with a full gate of previous champions.
The aftermath of Hunter Lawrence, whether he can even line up tomorrow or not, whether he's just a little bit winded. And
yeah, tonight, Tomac. That would be awesome. And he sounds fired up. And Dungy, his mechanic, was talking earlier about the power plant that KTM gave him. It's the most power they've ever given a 450 rider.
With 8 points, 5 off the lead at the moment. Cedric Subaras is finding himself in third overall with a third, a sixth, and a fourth. He's on 13. Then Hunter Lawrence on 17. He was classified as 11th when he fell. So with a 4 and a 2. But,
his videos this week look really good. You could see the intensity. It wasn't a question. He believes.
Walking back to the truck very slowly as well. But Tom Vial.
He was kind of wishy-washy on whether he was going to be a winner or not in his interviews last year, but I think he has full commitment this season.
On 13 points, Tom Vial on 19 points.
And I think they did a 3-year deal. I'm not sure about that, but I think so. 2-year.
SX2 podium, or is it the 450s first? Yeah, the 450s first. Cedric Subaras then, third overall.
Right on, man.
He's doing the handlebar race.
I've never owned a KTM out of all the bikes. I'm mainly a Honda guy, but
That was class.
I'm looking forward to seeing him do really well.
Easy with that walk up.
Maybe he likes the steel frame after all.
Good looking gear.
Yeah,
Really good
throw
looking.
back to Jeremy McGrath.
Like the crown on the pants and the on the top of the number 1 there and everything on the back. But what a night it's been for Malcolm Stewart. 1-1-1.
Okay, guys, one more time. I'm going to try to stop talking, but I'll be at Reno Endurocross tonight live, streaming from the event.
Saw something tonight too.
Tomorrow, Paris, streaming the entire event. I've got my video glitches figured out. So subscribe and come back if you want. And then I may replay the WSX tonight when I get home from the Arena Cross event.
You were out there listening to this.
Thanks for coming by, man.
I'll take it.
You'll take it. So guitarist, though. Yeah. Malcolm Stewart, Rockstar Energy Husqvarna, on the top step of the podium.
You're welcome.
Here in Paris. Third overall for Cedric Subaras. Tell you what, Big Ben's dong is smaller than that, isn't it?
That's bigger than a sparrow's knee, I'll tell you that.
You're not far off.
Oh, more tools. Here come tools.
Mookie's not even looking.
No.
He's not looking. He's just like, he's got
He'll
tools.
trade his medal to suits for that ball.
So far, he's got like Milwaukee whole shot tools.
Yeah.
And he's already looking at that third place going, that's bigger than the whole shot box, so I need that now, so give me just gold. And, yeah. Good web second overall. Nice chocolate. Wrapped in silver.
Yeah.
Slightly bigger box.
No, I want that.
Yeah, I want that one as well. Malcolm Stewart. Big
Wow.
gold medal.
Awesome.
Well, his Tampa win this year was super popular, with everybody. I think it was a hell of a ride, and people still loved it. So.
They're looking all very, very similar box sizes, so no envy.
He'll take it.
He'll take it. Put it in the brake with a bike.
Yeah. Well, if he tries to take that, my sir, why do you have 7 power drills?
Anyway, let's go down to the interviews.
Memories in front of you fans. I'm just thankful to be back here again for this year. So, huge shout out. See you guys tomorrow.
Il est vraiment reconnaissant pour cette soirée, il est reconnaissant aussi pour l'ambiance qu'on met ici à Paris. Et évidemment, il y a encore la journée de demain, mais il va aller la chercher, ce King of Paris. Ladies and gentlemen, un maximum de bruit pour celui qui a tout raflé ce soir, Malcolm Stewart!
Yeah, Malcolm Stewart in dreamland at the moment.
Voilà, superbe podium pour
3 wins.
Du
Big box of
42e
tools.
Supercross de Paris, ici à Paris, la défense
Big gold medal for day 1.
Malcolm Stewart.
See how he grabbed that tool? He was with that thing, though.
Cédric Souberas reste avec nous, on enchaîne avec la catégorie.
Second overall.
On va retrouver d'excellents.
Third overall, Cedric Subaras. Of course, we've got the SX2 Prince of Paris category now as well. And obviously, Calvin Fonvier, third overall. Anthony Bourdon on second. Luke Clout on the Kawasaki, your overall winner there. So Calvin Fonvier then, third overall. He's gone 3-4-3. 10 points.
Confiant en début de soirée, il nous a dit la piste avec canon, je me sens à l'aise. Troisième position.
I wonder if we see Hunter tomorrow. I wonder if we see Jet, back to form. Hard to think so, but yeah, tomorrow's interesting. Stick around. MXGP TV. Got some sub ones going on.
Yeah, different sponsor backdrop here.
Il nous a fait rêver.
The SX2 guys.
One I like. 2 I like.
Second overall, Anthony Bourdon. 1-2-2 for 5 points. Just 1 point off of Luke Clout, the overall winner, who went 2-1-1, and 4 points for the Australian on the Bud Racing Kawasaki. But the Honda Motor Blues SR Motor rider there, second overall. Luke Clout, top step for the podium. Second and 2 wins.
Tiger King gear or not, man, it was great.
Yeah. First visit here, and of course he is on the top step. Still work to do though tomorrow. He's only 1 point clear of Anthony Bourdon. Bourdon probably knew that as well at some point during the race. probably gonna come out fighting himself.
La récompense également pour
Formier, third overall today. He'll take that, the championship leader. That'll be a big question though, won't it? How the points that Michael Hicks gets a week from now.
My mind has no way to process.
still haven't processed.
I know. No, I can't believe that he may come in here, get a podium, and leave losing points.
You're triggered. I mentioned it last week.
I am. I probably won't sleep tonight.
Anthony Bourdon, second overall. What a night's been for Luke Cloud. 1 point shy of a maximum. You take that, wouldn't they, day one? First visit here to Paris.
Again, on fun racing story.
Bike is never ridden.
You know, JT, over the years, there's been some controversy with the SX Tour because of the wildcard guys racing just this one, and taking guys out that are in the tour. They're like, hey, like, I'm in the championship here. You know, and there's always been a bit of controversy, like Tyler Bowers and John Cosby, you know, Jason Owen. They ride aggressively with guys that are doing championships, and the championship guys are like, wait, what? So,
let's see what Luke Cloud has to say.
How are you feeling? Comment tu te sens après avoir presque tout remporté ce soir?
Oh man, I had so much fun tonight. It was amazing. First time here in Paris. Got to race with all the French guys. I could hear the crowd, and yeah, man, I've got the biggest smile on my face. Really enjoyed the Bud Racing Kawasaki team. Have been awesome, and yeah, go have a good sleep tonight and come back and do it tomorrow.
Il a littéralement passé une soirée de rêve. Il s'est éclaté à rouler avec les Français. Il va bien dormir ce soir, ça c'est une certitude pour être en pleine forme demain. Well, see you tomorrow. Thank you. On peut l'applaudir très fort. Mr. Leclerc!
So Luke Cloud and on top in the Prince of Paris standings. Malcolm Stewart on top in the King of Paris. And what has been an action-packed night here in the French capital. Jason Thomas, going to come to you. Your thoughts on the night so far?
Highly impressed with Malcolm Stewart, and man, the rest of the SX1, I don't know what to make of it. That was very strange from the Lawrences. I think Webb was okay, probably a little disappointed with his performance overall, but again, nothing really expected. You come into a race like this, you think you know what you're going to see, and then you see anything but that. It's basically the best I can put it.
Side to the money there, so obviously they've had a on the night and probably overall for the French Championship podium or something like that, because this is for the Essex Tour. This is Jules Pietra.
So they just had like a spot for Hicks, then you could do a third. This is as wacky in Paris as I can remember. Having one contender have a bad night, okay, seen that. Having two contenders have their nights that they did, I don't know if I remember that.
Yeah, so that was the last podium we saw SX2 was for the Prince. This is for the French Championship. So Kevin Formier, Jules Pietra and Saad Soleimani there. Steve Mathis, podiums and points and averages aside, what are your thoughts? What is your takeaways from day one here?
Well, JT hit the nail on the head with Malcolm Stewart in his riding, right? I'm more interested if we see Hunter Lawrence tomorrow. Pretty good crash. Do we see Jet win tomorrow? He hasn't shown any form to win right now, even though he was quickest in qualifying. So I'm really interested in how the Lawrence brothers can bounce back if Hunter's even racing at all. So, like I said, I've seen a lot of Paris Supercrosses over the years. This is one of the weirder ones for sure.
And what we can't see from TV, but what we can see from our booth, the traffic that is stopped outside of the Honda pit there. Normally they'd be being ushered out around about now, but everybody is keen to see exactly what's going on down there and trying to get a glimpse. Of course, they're not going to see that because behind the backdrops there is where the riders will be, maybe even inside the truck. It's going to take a little while before even you, Steve Mathis, the great King Steve Mathis, finds your way down there into the
I got a back way I can get in there.
Okay. Well, look,
the King Steve Mathis.
The King Steve Mathis. This is a relation. This is a conversation we had earlier about the King of Paris. But anyway, look, we are out of time. It's been a fantastic day. It's been a curious day as well, and quite eventful. Malcolm Stewart heads to the King of Paris as we head into day two. From me, Paul Manning, from Steve Mathis, Paul Davidson, and Jason Thomas, Fly Racing. We'll do it all again tomorrow.
Okay, dudes.
See you then. Bye for now.
We'll see you later. Enduro Cross tonight, maybe a WSX replay. Otherwise, tomorrow for Paris live stream. Take care. Peace.